Alright. Welcome to Sideboard MTG. My name's Eric. You know what time it is. Jund Gods, right? We've tried this a couple times in the past. We've been brewing on a Jund list for the past couple days in coffee time. So, you know, those of you that are patrons, you've probably seen the private streams and stuff. For those of you that are not, if you want to actually get in on that, there's a link in the description box for Patreon. Yes, that does cost a little bit of money, but there's a lot of ways you can support the channel that doesn't cost a thing. Like, you can hit that like button, you can subscribe to the channel, bunch of things going on for you that don't cost you a thing. Let's take a look at this this Jund Gods list. Oh yeah, that's right. We just picked up our cards from manatraders. So we needed about 40 cards for manatraders here. As I start my manatraders pitch, like I wasn't already planning it, we get Mr. Tom's here in chat, right? Okay. Patience, good man. All things patience. Manatraders, our new sponsor, they like the community so much they're going to give Sideboard MTG community 15% off for your first 4 months. So if you do sign up, use that link in the description box. And then when it asks for a coupon code, type in Sideboard MTG 15, and that's going to save you that 15% on your first 4 months. That's a lot. So, like, that'll put you into, you know, being able to buy, you know, promos, or, you know, a couple leagues, or, you know, pretty much whatever you want to do. Maybe you want to go get some cool old lands or full art lands or something like that. I did. Okay. So Mr. Tom's just mentioned something here in chat that we had a call. I actually spoke to him on the phone, and I asked about a few things. And one of those you'll be able to find in a link in the description box. I'm actually going to pull it up here for you guys because I think that this is extremely cool. There's a section just below the manatraders link where it says check out all of my decks at manatraders. And when you do, it's going to pull up a list of Sideboard MTG decks. This was one of my favorite new features, and I want to say thank you so much, Mr. Toms, for implementing this. Now, when you guys want to go find, you know, oh, who knows? Look at that. There's my Jund Gods deck right there, number one, first one. So, that's my most recent deck. So, if you guys wanted to see it or any of my other decks, click the link in the description box. It'll let you see, you know, the Blue-Red Artificers, the upgraded versions of the other decks that I had run, like the Challenger decks. We've got a Jund Monsters deck that I ran. Just a lot of really cool stuff here. And I just have to say thank you so much for adding this into you know, the system. Like, that's how much they care about Sideboard MTG community. I asked for this, and they did it. That's pretty cool, right? Gotta love a company that actually cares about the people that are playing. I guess we should just mention a couple other new things. If you check the chat, you'll see that we now have 5 emojis. I did update the Smash emoji so it no longer has the white background. We now have the clock emoji and a salt shaker emoji, or a spice emoji, whatever you want to call it. So for those of you that are stream sponsors here on YouTube Gaming, there's a lot of new things going on, you know? Like, wow. Like, it's amazing how much new stuff we've got going on. Isn't that cool? Right? Oh, the clock is running. You're right, Ryan. The clock is running. See how many messages you can get by with just a good emoji, right? I think that's cool. And we are only a few away from getting a few new, right, I've got to fix, now I've got to fix Nightbot, because Nightbot still has the joke about not having a clock emoji. What's up, guys? Crew Fix, For the Horde, Ryan the Fireburns, Death Adder, what's up? Your friend, Callum says hi? Well, what's up, Callum? Zaxadillo here, of course. Crew Fix, James from Down Under. Man, that's getting late for you, ain't it, James? Yeah, maybe, maybe not. I don't even know. It might be still early for you. So I know it's already tomorrow for him. Cody, welcome. Mr. Toms, as always, pleasure having you here in the stream. It makes me wonder if he actually likes our content. No, I actually assume that he does. Every time I talk to someone on chat, they're always like, "Oh yeah, I watch your stream." So that is the coolest thing in the world. I have to say that is just awesome for me. Who else we got here? Justin Clay stopped in. Solomon Dragon. I'm sure I missed someone. SD Dragon or S Dragon Lord. Cushy, welcome. What's up? Tony P. Let's talk about this deck a little bit. So, Ryan the Fireburn, Zaxadillo, James, Rush, quite a few different people, you know, had hands in building this. As soon as we got done with coffee time today, Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming actually was finishing up a live stream where he was playing a Jund Vehicles list. So it seems like there's a lot of people really interested in Jund. You know, I'm looking forward to playing it. It's got a lot of elements that you know, we've seen in other decks. Let's talk about some of those. Of course, Jund's got a pretty decent land base. We're going a little light on the Canyon Sloughs here, but we're going, you know, heavy on Blossoming Defense and, you know, Dragon Skull Summits. Personally, we might actually be able to come off of one of these Dragon Skull Summits for another Canyon Slough, but I'm not 100% sure on it. Canyon Slough and Shelter Thicket will both bring in either your Rootbound Crag or your Dragon Skull Summit untapped. So we do have a lot of sources to bring those in untapped. However, the Forest will not bring in the Dragon Skull, and the Swamps will not bring in the Shelter Thicket. So, or sorry, will not bring in the Rootbound Crags. So, I kind of think we might need to revisit the land base just a little bit. James Carr, hurrah for Spice, I helped create, sort of. Hey, you know, thanks for all of you guys that are pitching together for the Reddit community and things like that. Let's talk about this. This deck's got a really good chance at playing a turn 1 Black Source and then a turn 2 Aether Hub, which works really well with our Glint Sleeve Siphoners. Now, other than Glint Sleeve, we do have Harness Lightnings, and this was probably the biggest point of debate right here. Do we keep in Harness Lightnings? Do we bring in main board of Braids? And it ended up writing, I ended up making the audible to say that Fling is good. Fling is good, Rush. I ended up making the audible that with Glint Sleeve Siphoner, if we were to hit into a control matchup, that a Braid is more likely to be dead, where Harness Lightning, we can at least sink into our own Glint Sleeve Siphoner to get extra energy for more draws and things like that. So, yeah, the Glint Sleeve Siphoner kind of made me swing in the other direction. Also, Harness Lightning works really well with our sub-energy theme here with Voltaic Brawler. Now, we don't have that much more in the energy theme main board. Ooh, forgive me. Coffee. Oh, that reminds me, I've got a shepherd's pie in the oven. I'll have to make a call to Val here shortly to make sure she gets that out. I will go ahead and cover the other energy portion of the deck, and that is just the 2 Aether Sphere Harvesters in the sideboard. Now, other than that, we're just running, you know, Scrap Heap Scrounger, Heart of Kirin, and then the plan is that we can use Rhonas to keep those online, and then once we get to Hazoret, Hazoret will keep Rhonas online. The same can be said for Rekindling Phoenix. Everything needed to be with it at least 2 power. This way, you know, at least it could be pumped by Rhonas a single time to get you into range of swinging with Rhonas. You don't want to have to pump a creature more than once to actually get it into range of Rhonas. So, oh, when's dinner, huh? Right? Well, come on over for the Horde. I cook enough for a small army most time. Right, it's Jund Aggro, Jund Vehicles, Jund Midrange, Jund... I'd say it's actually Jund Aggro more than it is Jund Midrange. The deck tops out at 4. We did back off of Hazoret a little bit. I think he was originally working with Hazoret, more copies in the main board, and then backed off of that for Rekindling Phoenix. Unlicensed Disintegration is kind of our only real hedge. It's our only real hedge against the Scarab God, and I know it's not a great one. Against the Scarab God, our real plan is to outrun it. You're going to want to properly time when you kill it so that you can put it away for a longer period of time, and then at that point you need to close the game out. So we are going to be needing some burn spells or something so that at the beginning of our upkeep we can normally kill the Scarab God. That'll leave him in the graveyard until the next end step. Or sorry, at the beginning of our end step. Did I say upkeep? The beginning of our end step, we'll normally try to kill the Scarab God. And Unlicensed Disintegration is a great piece of tempo there, because it'll go ahead and push back their board state and then give them a little extra damage. The one card I kept wanting to squeeze in the deck, and we just couldn't make room for it, was Pia Nalar. I really wanted some Pia Nalars, but we just didn't really have the room for it. Let me move some things over here. Now, we've got Deathgorge Scavenger. This is also another good hedge against, the Scarab God, and it's a good hedge against the red deck. So, Deathgorge Scavenger, we're pulling a little bit of double duty here. Right? Jund Smash. Let's do this. What's up, SD? It goes down as the DM. I see more and more of you are actually putting your pictures up there. That is so cool. I'm starting to be able to recognize you guys by your photos and stuff now. That's awesome. It's good to see the community. Oh yeah, we got a salt emoji. We got a salt emoji and a clock emoji now, and I fixed the smash emoji. I still wish you could read the word smash. So, we have one copy of Brash here, and we've got one copy of a Braid. There's the new emojis, guys. Of course, we still have the golden nut and the oh goodness, punt. Yeah, the one I don't want, right? We don't want to see the punt emoji. Duress, that along with Lost Legacy is our own really answer to control decks and such. So, Manny Ortiz, thank you for subscribing, sir. I appreciate it very much. All right, a couple copies of Chandra. I was really on the fence about whether I wanted Chandra or not. I was thinking to myself that, when it come time for Chandra, like if I'm going to bring this in out of the sideboard, when do I bring in Chandra? Or why wouldn't I just want this main board? Would Chandra just be better than Rekindling Phoenix main board? I don't know. What? Ryan said he could donate now. Well, that's cool, Ryan. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. And, just because you can do something doesn't mean you have to, but I do appreciate it. Insert comment. Everyone can donate. Sorry. Bad joke. Angraph, the flame chain. Man, Zaxadillo, you ain't gonna be stream boss for long. They're cutting you down, man. Between subscribers and the donations, man, you're losing the health quick. Yeah, that's how that works, man. It's good to see that the stream boss thing's working halfway right. It did not pull Zaxadillo's picture. Wow. All right. Angraph the Flame Train, another really good one against control. I guess we bring in Chandra against control, bring it in against like mid range. Pretty much anytime I think that I'm bringing in Carnage Tyrant, I'm definitely bringing in Chandra, because if you can turn 4 Chandra, then you can actually turn 5 the Carnage Tyrant. Getting that down one turn earlier can just be everything, which means that we are actually wanting to sideboard a lot of cards in against control. Most control decks have, the Scarab God and such, and in those matchups, we want to be bringing in Deathgorge Scavenger as well as Duress. So, I don't know. I maybe should have went with a second copy of Lost Legacy, but I also think that I'll be bringing Lost Legacy in more matchups with this deck, just because of the nature of the deck. We are a little weak to the Scarab God. I admit that. So we're definitely a little bit weak to the Scarab God. Let's jump into some queues and see if we can find us a match. What's my opinion on the Dominaria leaks so far? Sagas are going to be interesting. There's a couple of the sagas I've seen that look really, really good. The black one, I know people are on the fence about the black one, but I play this, and my dude gets a +1/+1 counter, and it's now an artifact, which could mean a bunch of different things. And then at the beginning, like, I'm going to draw a card on next turn, and as soon as I draw a card, we're going to wipe the board. Like, that comes down on like 4. I'm going to draw a card, make my, I don't know, Glint Sleeve Siphoner a 3/2 that's an artifact, wipe the board, play land, Glorybringer? I mean, like, it fits in Grixis Energy. I have to like cards like that, so. The 1-drop sack, make a creature indestructible is nasty. Yes. Oh my goodness, White Weenie got some good tools. I mean, it's a new Savannah Lion. Really? We can't, like, not keep this, can we? I mean, we can always trade the Harness Lightning in for more energy. I'm keeping it. 3 hubs. Sure. Look at that. Sometimes it's just too good to be too good. Why not? Looks good to me. I mean, we could have had 3 energy on turn 2. No, we would have had to spend 1. Alright, so it would have still been, yeah, it's still been 2. Oh well. Green-white, that makes me feel really good about this Glint Sleeve Siphoner, which I could be wrong. Like, the Glint Sleeve could just, like, die to a Baffling End, or be exiled to a Baffling End, but it looks like it was not. So, we get a push, another hub. So, I definitely think that we're going to Heart of Kirin here. I want to get in the air ASAP. And we will attack. Play our land for the turn. And I think I'll just pass here. All the hubs in the world. Yeah, we pulled all 4 hubs and a green-black. That's all we need. We're good. SD? Dude, I just made the new emojis. We're 2 away from getting like 2 more emojis. I'm really gonna have to press some ideas on what to do there. Alright, so we know we want a Scrap Heap Scrounger here. Do we got anything else we want to do? I'll spend the energy. I'm okay with it. We'll draw this 1 more card. Look at that. Wow. So let's say we are no longer worried about energy and drawing cards for a couple turns because we need to, like, play some stuff, kill some stuff. You know, a lamp emoji. Okay, so I looked up a lamp emoji today and was going to just, like, try to, like, find a good PNG that I could start working with. I think I'm actually going to have to get, like, a white sheet or something like that and actually hold behind lamp. And then just take a picture of lamp and then cut that out. Because I can't find anything that looks good. So I'm going to try to get a lamp emoji that is, that's actually lamp. Like, I feel lamp is too important to just, you know, downgrade like that. Alright, I'm going to play this red source. I'm going to play Scrap Heap Scrounger. We're going to crew. The land was the biggest decision there on, like, how do we go with the land. Does this dude actually have Settle the Wreckage? I don't know. Alright, so now we're holding up Fatal Push and Harness Lightning. So, alright, I'm going to Harness Lightning this now. And that's going to bank me a bunch of energy. So now I have 3 energy and Merfolk Branchwalker, so no counter. What's up, Philip? How you doing? We need a blowout emoji. Yeah. Um, maybe. I'm still thinking about changing the gold bars to bombs. All right, like let's have some fun with that. Okay, well, he hit us for 1 and gained a life. He spent his entire turn basically, you know, going Merfolk, Branchwalker, and the Scattergroves that he played. I think I'm going to draw another card. Yeah. Because that's a thing. Alright, so... this is a Hazoret. Let's be honest here. Glensleeve Siphoner's been the real hero here. We'll never get rid of enough. Like that, this deck is not that kind of Hazoret deck, guys. What you just seen is the kind of Hazoret deck this deck is. Next turn, we would have been able to crew and start throwing lands at him, throwing extra Heart of Kirans at him. Yeah, yeah. Well, I guess I forgot to shout out SD. You are the new stream boss for sponsoring. Sponsorships are one-shot kills on the stream boss. So thank you for taking old Zax down. He was a tough boss. Took us a little while to get him. Yeah. All right. What does stream boss mean? Nothing. Kind of like me answering my own questions. All right, what are we doing here versus this deck? Right? Deck's sweet, right? Like the deck is really sweet. It's running very smooth. Yeah, the image on Stream Boss just doesn't work. Yeah. You're salty about the image not working. Maybe I should message Streamlabs, the company that runs that add-on there for us, and see why images aren't being brought over. It's amazing the things you can get done if you just ask. It's pretty cool. I think we're gonna have some fun with this channel. What do we do? I mean, what was his deck? So he played Branchwalker and Jade Light and died. Like, right? Like, I'm really looking at Scavengers, but I don't know if Duress is where we want to be. So I am going to grab the Scavengers, and I think I'm going to take those over 2 Voltaic Brawlers. And I think that's the only change I'm going to make. I don't know. Maybe I take out the other 2 Voltaic Brawlers. Nah, it gets trample. I'm good with it. If we go into a game 3, yeah, is it Green-White Explorer? Is it Green-White Tokens? We seen a cat. The cat sit on the battlefield and did nothing. Like, swing, you know. Well, this hand is debatable. Hand's actually a little bit bad. No, we're not playing the Scorpion God. Man, maybe we should have. Maybe there should have been a the Scorpion God sitting around somewhere. I just don't think he's as good as Carnage Tyrant, and I threw a Carnage Tyrant in the side. Do you think that fish have fins at some point? Merfolk have legs? I don't know. You guys have gotten too complicated on me. This hand is really, really iffy. We're on the draw, so I'm going to keep it. We're also 3 minutes behind on the clock, but we won game 1, so. No cat. Come on. Alright, well. Aether Hub? Aether Hub off the top? Tyrant is greater than Scorpion. Yeah, I'm going to say Tyrant is greater than Scorpion God. Crag. I'm gonna play the Crag. This way I at least have color next turn. Pride Sovereign. So he's green-white. He's green-white aggro. Alright, well. So next turn, alright, so we need to play a 3-mana spell this turn. We might end up finishing. This is not a good one to play, but I'm gonna play it anyway. If he has a baffling in, like, this is a really good target. I'm being greedy with my kill spell. I think he's not even wanting to exert. He's just wanting to get the job done ASAP. Wow, so he held up. So next turn we go double scrap heap. We stop a little damage this turn. Definitely running a little bit behind this turn. Alright, so now he's going to create the cats. That's fine. Wild Growth Walker. Maybe I should have magma sprayed the cat on the end of my turn. And now we're gonna have a little bit of a problem. I don't really know where we go from here. I don't want to attack because he puts a lifelinker and the Wild Growth Walker in front of it, and that's that. Next turn we're looking at killing something though. It's probably going to be the cat. Wow, he just didn't. All right, well, we're gonna see if we step into this settle or not. And okay, well, we're going to go ahead and play out the rest of our cards here. Next turn, we're looking at putting a lot of damage on him. Walker is the best life gain creature without lifelink. You are probably right. I have seen some people gain some crazy life with this one. I am going to just take a point. Still tapped. This is why I say we probably needed at least one more of the cycling lands. But, so we can Death Gorge Scavenger. We can pump. We can drop Phoenix. We can swing, drop Phoenix. Like, so yeah, playing Phoenix and leaving Rhonas back seems fine. We'll see how many he blocks. I'm okay with losing some stuff here. I need to do some trades, so these require 2 blockers each, so depending on how he blocks there. And he does need to be careful about how he blocks if he's not going to stop damage. Okay. So this gets +1/+1 for each other cat. Well, he can't block like, alright. Well, this changes things. So pumping this, I can actually kill. I can actually kill the Wildgrowth Walker if I pump here. If I pump here, I can kill the Pride Sovereign. Even if it pumps, even if it taps. So I have to pump here or it taps and saves itself. I'm okay with this death here. Alright. We're going to assign like this. We're going to pump here. This means I'm not playing Phoenix. So that happened. But we do get a chance to kill this Pride Sovereign. Sweet. Pride Sovereign's a 6/6. Wouldn't Pride Sovereign die when the other cats die? Because he's going to make 2 more, Pride Sovereign would be back at 4. So when those died, he would actually stay at 4 and he'd have 3 points of damage on him. So I was calculating the fact that he would actually be exerting the Pride Sovereign and then taking X amount of damage and then losing X amount of toughness. Here, that being losing 2, and then so that's one of the reasons I'm willing to lose that particular Glint Sleeve Siphoner. The second reason I'm willing to lose that Glint Sleeve Siphoner is it puts me a creature in the graveyard, which I can now use to bring back my Scrap Heap Scrounger to do more damage yet another turn. So, I hope that wasn't too convoluted. Like, I hope I explained how all of that was going on and why I was willing to lose a Glint Sleeve Siphoner. And the reason we didn't kill the Wildgrowth Walker was to pump there. So, what are you casting out, fella? I assume you're casting out Rhonas. That'd be a Rhonas. Okay. Okay, so he's just going to hit me for 2. Another Wildgrowth Walker. Oh, this is going to be rough. Alright, so we're going to bring back Scrap Heap Scrounger here. We will draw a card because we need everything we can get. Alright, we got land. So we've got 7 mana, so we can do both Death Gorge Scavenger and Rekindling Phoenix. We can Harness Lightning something, which is probably going to be pretty good. I think it's time to get in the air. I know that I'm playing the Phoenix this turn, so I want him to already know that there's a Phoenix on the battlefield before he makes blocks. And he's probably going to be able to kill the Glint Sleeve Siphoner here. Oh, wow. He just moved to blocks. All right. And so now we just need to close the gap with the Phoenix and go from there. That's about the best we can hope for here. We do get to start gaining some life here with our Death Gorge Scavenger that is going to be pretty good for us, I'm pretty sure. No swings. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so now we can cast Heart. We're going to Death Gorge Scavenger. I guess we'll just eat a Wild Growth here. That'll gain us 2 more points of life. We're going to say yes to the ability. And then I'm going to move into combat. There's no point in swinging with the Scrap Heap Scrounger. There's that Settle the Wreckage. Kind of knew it was coming, right? He finally used it. Jade Light. It's not very good for us. Wild Growth Walker gets out of hand. Like, it's going to push the game back in his favor for sure. We were already kind of losing favor a little bit, but I think he wants to swing here. Well, we have to take the damage from the 4/4. Alright, so we bring Scrappy back. Well, that's cool. I mean, does he have another Settle? I think that... I think that guy... I can only swing with the Heart of Kirin. Like, I think that's the only swing I have. And then if he keeps gaining life, then I can't outrun that. And this way we get to use the Scrap Heap Scrounger as a blocker. Hazoret can set back and chill. We'll just start throwing lands. Scoop! No, I'm not scooping. Not yet. Cast out. Where are you getting? What are you getting? Hazoret. Alright. Looks like we got him right where we want him. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not giving up, though. Yeah. That's going to be the end of it for us. Let's see one more card. Let's just see one more card. What should be a Heart of Kirin, and I should have traded this. Rhonas. One, two, three. 4, 5, 6. So that'd be 6. All right, I'll scoop. I had to do math. I had to check. I just had to check. Throntodon. Oh, it's Throntodon. With a O instead of an A in front of Don. That's just my accent. Throntodon. All right, sideboard. Here we go. All right. I think it's Throntodon. Throntodon. For the Horde, unless you have no answers in your deck, what they're doing. Yes, but I wasn't saying we had no answers. Like, he had to answer the Hazoret there. We were still kind of drawing a little bit live to that. We could have... I don't know. We were kind of out of it, right? Another Phoenix would have helped a lot. Yeah. You mean Brash? Those lands killed us? Yeah. They came in tapped, put us an entire turn behind. I don't think this is actually as good of a Death Gorge Scavenger matchup as I had originally expected. I'm going to say Brash is definitely good, and we'll take Brawler. I kind of want to trade with this guy in combat, but I don't want to take out my Magma Sprays and stuff. I don't think Blossoming Defense, I don't think this is the matchup for Blossoming Defense. I think the Duresses are going to be just better here. And I may end up taking out something else. I'm going to say I'm going to take out one Scrap Heap Scrounger. I may take out 2 and bring in an Aether Sphere Harvester. How do I get another Harvester in? Do I want that on the play? I don't want Harvester on the play, do I? I want the Scrappy. Let's do that. No Glory Bringers. No Glory Bringers in this deck. The deck, if you were going to go from aggro to mid-range, then yeah, 100%. You're going to bring in Glory Bringer. All right, so we've got a killer opening hand if we wanted to go into draw. But since we're on the play, I'm actually going to go for the Voltaic Brawler. This is a really good hand. Like I have to say, this is really, really sweet. And this is just not going to be one of the games where I'm going for Glint Sleeve on 2. Which is really good, though. I mean, I'm not going to say that I don't want a Glint Sleeve on 2. But if I do Glint Sleeve on 2, then I'm going to spend all of my energy. And if it does die in combat before I get more energy back, well, I guess I would get it on combat. So I'd still have enough energy to cast the Rekindling Phoenix on 4 if we draw a land. I think this is more damage, though. I'm going to go with this. I'm going to keep... We're going to Voltaic Brawler, because that becomes a 4-3 with Trample. And that's good. So, here we go. I'm just going to play tap land, then we'll follow that up with a green source. Legion's a landing. Alright. It's not a bad card. Alright, Voltaic Brawler. This is also a really good start in case it does get removed, then Glint Sleeve Siphoner can follow up from there. But this will be pushing a lot of damage. And yes, we're going to pump. And I'm going to go ahead and play Glint. If we, the main reason I want to play Glint here is because I want to draw another card. I want to have 4 mana on turn 4. This way I can actually then choose whether or not I want to play Rekindling Phoenix or two drops. At this point, it's looking like it's going to be Harness Lightning and a Scrap Heap Scrounger if we draw the second land. Otherwise, I'm probably going to prioritize the... yeah, there we go. So we know we're doing this. And this means that that we can pump and draw a card. That's pretty good. Glentsleeve and Voltaic Brawler should just be buddies. It's like, I got you, man. Here, take this energy and just smash things with it. Sideboard, Team Vowed. Oh, the pie. Yeah. Wow, you're right. Let me play a Scrap Heap Scrounger and pass. Leave you guys with Lamp for a moment. Val said tell chat, she said thanks. I hope you like it. I made it just for you guys. This deck is so aggro. Like, it is ridiculous how aggro this deck is. Wow. Don't you just love it when you're that good at Magic? How many settles do you have? You just scoop to the duress. He's got a settle and a cast out. Oh wow, we need to do some stuff quick. So we're going to take the settle, of course. So I assume he's going for cast out. So we'll go land. We can... Alright, so I'm actually going to put the Voltaic Brawler on the stack first so that I can resolve my 1 energy first. And he's probably going to actually let me spin that energy. Oh, he's going to do it now. Alright, so I'll have full information before I got to do this. That's fine. Wow! She's just going to... take 5 damage here? That's totally okay with me. Let's play Brash. I love old Brash. He's so good. He's so good. Oh, and that other deck, Voltaic Brawler is so good. Like, he's definitely been the MVP this game. And when your whole deck is just based around this one thing must survive, why would you? You know, like this. That's good. It's good. Wow, another glint sleeve. Like, we could just go insult to injury here. Rekindling Phoenix. And pop this after combat. But we could also just be like, here's a glint sleeve siphoner. You guys want to see how combat works out first? That works for me. Phoenix just became a huge priority. I think I'm going to leave up the bluff of a Fatal Push. But, yeah, that seems good. I definitely think it's the way to go. Like, Glint Sleeve just like pays for the Voltaic Brawler. If the Voltaic Brawler dies, then it sets up like the 2 energy needed for Glint Sleeve. So they do work really well together, and I guess if you're in Jund, it's definitely starting to dawn on me. I don't know if I would like to sleeve up Jund and Glint Sleeve without Voltaic Brawler, and after seeing what I just seen, how I can no longer have to actually draw cards, I can just start dumping the energy from the Glint Sleeve into the Voltaic Brawler, making the Voltaic Brawler at that point more powerful of a threat than the Glint Sleeve, so they have to kill it and leave me my... Seems good. Seems good. Alright, let's Cooper T! Cooper T. Alright, sir. Here we go. Sorry, I got excited. Okay, so here we're at a Heart of Kirin. We've got a lot of land. But we can turn to a heart. I'm kind of okay with the land. It gets us to our... Everything comes in untapped after this, except for other cycling lands. But any other cycling lands we pulled, we would just kind of hang on to. You don't like this hand? Well, we've got removal, and let's say we turn 2 heart, and then have to take a turn off to kill something. We turn 4, we can swing with heart. And we're live draws for so much. Really? Mulligan? We're on the draw. Like, I may just turn to harness. Fine, we'll mulligan. I guess I'm putting that on the bottom, and we're gonna find a different red source. That's horrible. That's horrible. Zan? I think it... XAN, thank you for subscribing. What if you don't get something 2 turns in? Then I kill something and turn 4... Like... We had plays. I don't see what was bad about it. I'm more on the side of keeping good keeping hands, but all right. So how like are we gonna need this? We're gonna need this soon, right? So we gotta play it now. All right. Way better hand, really? All right. So this is the same hand that we just had. Only we have traded a Heart of Kirin for a Glint Sleeve Siphoner. Where in the other hand, we could have brought in everything untapped and just never worried. Now, we draw, like, another Rootbound Crag later. It's coming in tapped. I'm just saying that I disagree. If this lives, though, yeah. Moment of craving. Alright, so here we go, blue-black control. I know the previous hand was better. I agree. Look at this. Look. Right? Like, more land. Well, at least we get to bring this one in untapped. Gee. Alright. Let's just, Scrappy. But I don't get to bring it in turn 4, which means I don't get to cast my Rekindling Phoenix on schedule. Unless we top deck a red source. So... It's still not the land we're wanting, because now I gotta... That, or it means I would have had to play the Swamp last turn, which might have been the better play, so that this would have come in untapped here. Hey, he actually took some damage. Counter? Okay, well, we've got 2 energy. Hieroglyphic Illumination. Alright, he's digging. UB control, we're in trouble. Maybe not. He doesn't have a board wipe in the deck. He doesn't have a settle. We are weak to... we're weak to the Scarab God. But we're not, like, dead to the Scarab God. So... Means we can't play Phoenix this turn. Ooh. Alright, so what does this mean? So we can kill the Scarab God with Blossoming Defense, follow it up with a Phoenix. If he doesn't allow us to do that, then we can Harness Lightning the Scarab God at the beginning of our end step. Sounds good. I did not draw a card because I may need to Harness Lightning here. He's not going to block. Alright. Because blocking this would allow me to throw this in the graveyard and eat whichever one of my creatures he wants to take. So we can't actually play the Phoenix on this turn, which is horrible. But we're going to go ahead and go to end step and Harness Lightning the Scarab God. Which will buy us a little bit more time unless he's just holding another copy. So the Scarab God will set in his graveyard until the beginning of his end step, and that's one more turn that he just doesn't have. So that is kind of our plan of beating the Scarab God, is to just kind of hold out. So now he gets it back, but he can't cast it this turn, so we get one more full turn to do whatever we need to do. And it looks like yeah, we're just gonna get into combat here. That's why I couldn't spend the energy, though. Sorry, I didn't explain all that at the beginning of the turn when I decided not to spend the energy. Alright, so he doesn't. Ooh, he does. Oh, man, ain't that great. That's just so good. So now he'll take 7. He said, wow, okay. So if he used his Harness Lightning there, let's make sure he doesn't have a blocker for the next one. Essence Scatter. Of course it's an Essence Scatter. Omega Gaming, thank you for subscribing. Alright, well now he gets to slam the Scarab God again. Oh, a Torrential Gearhulk. Oh, man. Wow, so now I have Vraska's Contempt. I guess, ooh, alright. That's the Contempt. Alright, opponent. Come on, give me something good. Alright, well, I mean, we put up a board state here. And then, play a Rhonas. And pass? I mean, at this point, I don't know. He's got a lot of options. So he slams the Scarab God. He's got 2 blockers. How do we get through this? Alright, so he'll be 4, 5, 6. So that would kill the Scarab God. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and do this one. And then we're going to enter combat. So we're going to spend it. and see where this goes. He does need to get in front of some things here, and that'll put him at 8. Does he scoop to the blossoming defense? Scoop. There we go. He goes Raffle. All right. Stash is looking good. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Larry. Thank you very much there, sir. Appreciate it. Milk, spit, and bourbon. That's what I was telling the guys in coffee time today. You know. How do you curl your mustache? Milk, spit, and bourbon, buddy. All right. Jeez. Okay. That was a good game. So I'm gonna bring in Lost Legacy, Duress over Fatal Push. Do I want to keep Magma Spray? No. We are on this plan of this is how we kill this deck. It's brutal. It is brutal that we kill this deck like this. Yeah, Duress and Lost Legacy. Yeah, I'm looking at Angrath or Angrath's more for approach. Against blue-black control, giving them the option to throw cards away. Most of the time, they're just going to pick what the best card that they can flash back into with a Torrential Gearhulk is. So I don't find that Angrath is like so great against the Grixis and the blue-black, but Chandra is great in this matchup. Chandra is also really good because if they are able to kill our stuff, we can get our Heart of Kiran's online. So I am interested in a Chandra, but there's a couple other things that I'm going to need to trim first. I don't think that I can trim Harness Lightnings. I think that I want to trim one Heart of Kiran and maybe one Harness Lightning for a Chandra and try to run it like that. I do want to stay in the air, and I do like Heart of Kiran, but I'm not overly excited about the fact that I'm going to get to keep creatures on the battlefield to even crew my heart. So I do want Chandra, and honestly I should probably bring in yet another Chandra. But Hazoret may be back-breaking. Let's say we're going to cut one Brawler and bring in the other Chandra. And I'm going to submit like that. Oh, you think Chandra over Phoenix? I think this is the matchup for a Phoenix where the Phoenix will tax the Vraska's Contempts in hand. Remember, he's going to have Vraska's Contempts, and he's going to have Gearhulks to bring back those Vraska's Contempts. So this is a pretty good hand. It's not exactly what we want as far as land goes, but it just got much better. So now we can pick when we want that green, that red source to come in. I will possibly play this green source here. Yeah, I am. We'll go ahead and see if we can get rid of a counter spell or a kill spell, either one. No, he's just. Which way are you going, buddy? All right, so he fatal pushes with a trigger on the stack. Keep. Thank you, Razor. All right, slightly paid off here. Slightly not paid off. Depending on when I want to get this Chandra down, I can get Rhonas down this turn, maybe. If he's planning on being able to kill things, then Rhonas is not what he's looking for. I'm going to go ahead with the Blooming Marsh and just attempt the Rhonas this turn. I can always just play Hazoret next turn, which will turn on Rhonas. And then we'll wait yet another turn for Chandra. Like I've already decided Chandra is not going to be the attempt. Oh yeah, it's 100% Hazoret here now that we've drawn the other. I mean, he has to answer it. So now if he doesn't have the Vraska's Contempt, which if he doesn't have it, like, then we'll know. He's got the mana open, so he would spend it right now if he had it. I don't think he would have even let me get into combat, which seems strange. Okay, so he knew he was killing the Rhonas either way, that Hazoret wasn't the threat to him. Well, maybe Hazoret's not a threat to him. Okay. So I'm just going to play the land and pass. I kind of want to throw this Hazoret at him. But we'll see. We'll wait. Contraband Kingpin. Okay, so I'm definitely going to try to throw Hazoret at him. Okay, so we'll deal 2 damage to him. We get a hub. So the plan here is to attempt to resolve Chandra. Chandra resolves, we'll be doing okay. So I'm going to make double red. Attempt to cast my Phoenix. Even if this gets countered, we're down to 1 card in hand. Okay, so he counters that. And bam. If only the opponent knew. What? What do you mean these are some good plays? When you're playing with nothing but powerful cards, you don't have a choice but to make good plays. Wow, he actually swung at us instead of at Chandra. So that he's got to have an answer here. All right, there's his answer. There you go. So I assume he's going to try to answer Chandra. So what are you Vraska's contempting here? Yep, Chandra. Land, untapped land off. No, wait, it doesn't matter. We already have our land. Bam. I'm actually doing this turn. Just so that I can swing for 5. And then next turn, when he's holding mana open to do things, we'll play Carnage Tyrant. Like, so next turn he'll be holding mana open, hoping that he can, like, stop something to stop some of the bleeding. And at that point, he'll just be looking at a Carnage Tyrant, which can't be countered. Trample, hexproof. By the way, chat currently just says, question mark, wow, okay, and Raffle. Okay, well, that's pretty decent. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead with the Carnage Tyrant here. So, if we hang on to the Scrap Heap Scrounger and we just don't tap out, we have this like really cool interaction that defeats the Scarab God. because you can pitch Scrap Heap Scrounger for 3 and then pay 2 to eat the... Like, in response to him targeting the Scarab God, you can pitch a Scrap Heap Scrounger with your Hazoret, deal 2 damage to him, throw it in the graveyard, activate the ability on the Scrap Heap Scrounger, eat the card that he's trying to eat out of your graveyard with a Scarab God, and then he loses his 4 mana, you've dealt 2 damage to him, and you have your creature from hand. Like, I'm just saying it is a very good line that is available. I am actually going to take a portion of that line right now. I'm just going to discard the Scarab God, or discard this, and now we're going to enter combat. So before we do anything else, we're going to just go ahead and enter combat. I want to know where we stand, because we got exactly lethal with this onto the battlefield. All right, so he's going to consign this. Okay. So he makes a dude. I assume he's going to try to Oblivion me next turn. The question is do we toss the Voltaic Brawler right now? Which will mean that we're not bringing back Scrap Heap Scrounger right now. Okay, I'm going to allow it to happen. And we're going to enter combat. So he'll make a 4/4 next turn. Wow, he just took it. Okay. So he's going to consign me and make me discard 2 cards. So I'm going to go ahead and get some value out of the Voltaic Brawler. Either way, it's going to be 2 mana to get down a body. So at least this way we get another creature out of him. Okay, so his only hope is to build up to the point where he can put enough bodies in front of this to live. So our biggest hope is to unlicense Disintegration. Man, that'd be great. Alright, so he consigns... Oh, is this the Scarab God? Nope, it's Oblivion. Alright, well, we really need that unlicensed Disintegration off the top. Come on, nut draw. Unlicensed. One more time. Unlicensed. Land. Alright, well. Unfortunately, we cannot swing. We just can't. It just can't be done. Yeah. Metallurgic Summonings is really good. Yeah, he can't swing either, though. I'm going to eat Glintsleeve Siphon. Probably should have ate Hazoret just in case he goes. Yeah, he's 1 land away from being able to do that. Really? Really, deck? Come on. We only run 24 lands. Don't do me like this. Alright, well. I cannot swing with... Honestly, the best answer might have been trade. It might have been trade back when I had the opportunity to get rid of the 5/5. Yeah. Because if we would have traded there, then, I don't know. Sure, dude. Sure. Luck. Come on. Lady Luck. Papa needs on license. Yeah, Papa needs a bunch of things right now, but the fact that he's gaining life is not great. I'm going to grab this Hazoret. Not like this. Jeez, get me in the air. Get me in the air, get me a Rhonas, get me something. Anything but another land. I mean, and he's just hitting Moment of Cravings like it's cool. Which, Moment of Cravings is really good when you got a... Right? I'm getting salty. I'm getting salty. Oh! A fling would be Alright, Rush. You should have had fling. Well, you know what? We still need to draw it. We're drawing nothing but lands. Like, almost any non-land in our deck would be beneficial. Or would have been the last couple... Would have been the last couple of turns, anyway. What do you got now? A Fatal Push. Well, would you look at that? So now I can't even bring it back. This is me conceding. I mean, he gets to bring back his Torrential Gearhulk. He doesn't have to come out of my graveyard. So I'm going to leave my Scrap Heap in because Scrap Heap, yeah, Scrap Heap would. How many are you sticking in front of it, dude? All of them, right? I don't have to do it now. I'm going to. Just to see if he has the counter. He doesn't. Alright, well, we kill a bunch of them. I should have done this the turn after he cast it. I should have just swung. I should have swung and let him go ahead and trade. And then from that point, like, just keep swinging with the Scrap Heap Scrounger every turn. Although, with him getting all of those... with him getting everything, like, it just wasn't possible. Alright, so now we can't get Scrappy, and he can't use the Scarab God. Not from our grip. Alright, alright, alright. How many land in a row was that? Jeez, RNG. No, drawing land, Harness Lightning way too late to what killed us. Alright, so we're back on the play. And, I think we need to be as quick as possible. So let's look at some things here. Deathgorge Scavenger might be good. Scrap Heap Scrounger is actually great. I'm going to take Lost Legacy out on the play. Like, I would like to grab the Scarab God, but I just don't think that that's going to be possible for us. Duress seems good. We didn't get to see it last turn. On the play, though, I really, really want to just be aggressive. So, Hearts, Scrappies, Kindling Phoenix, Chandra. What 3 cards? On the play, I'm going to take out Duress. Yep, we're going to go with this. I think this is the way I want to attempt to beat the deck. Maybe actually, you know, there's an argument for Deathgorge Scavenger here. But again, on the play, I think this is the route I want to take. This is a really good hand. I'm going to keep this. Look at these lands. This is perfect. All right. So this is the importance of the cycling lands for me, is just that now that I have this cycling land, everything else is going to be slightly better. I do not have to crew this. Like, just because I'm playing it does not mean I have to crew it. But he might have Fatal Push. We're gonna find out. He may also have Unlicensed. Or not Unlicensed, but Essence Extraction, which he did. Okay, well, we missed a land drop, but we're gonna keep casting spells. I'm okay with that. Hey, look at that, untapped even. Well, we'll see if he has the Fatal Push. I think if he had the Fatal Push, we would have seen it last turn. But I'm not gonna put it past the opponent. And we're just going to jump into combat here. Alright, well, I will just pass turn, and we'll give it back to the opponent. Now, next turn we can go Glint Sleeve, Siphoner. Wow, opponent. Yeah, I'm going to Glint Sleeve here. And then we're going to crew. Yes, there was this other line where we like Blossoming Defense, the Glint Sleeve, and swing for 7 this turn. But I'm not actually that interested in that. Wow, alright. We're going to try it. We got there. At least with this swing, we got there. So that's pretty good. He cycles a Fetid Pool. He needs something good, and he needs it now. You can't type right now? You don't know what's going on? You think more cycling lands are coming? I think if anything, we're going to get like we're getting the other check lands, and then I think as these rotate out, the current ones we have, we're going to see the back half, like the enemy cycling lands on the other side, or the friendly cycling lands. Do we have enemy? No, we have friendly cycling lands right now. So, all right. So next turn. Wow. So we're just doing it, huh? I'm just gonna cast. We're just gonna cast Rhonas, see what happens. Disallow on the Rhonas. We're gonna fire up the Heart of Kieran again. I'm gonna jump in Dad's car. Get another Fatal Push. Okay, well, I ain't upset with that. I am not upset at all with that, because now if he tries to play a blocker, most of his blockers are going to take most of his mana. At the chance that he plays a blocker, he's just dead. Oh, man. Alright, so he's going to Vraska's Contempt, go back to 10. I can put him at 7. Come on, land. Land! That's a Harness Lightning. So he just fired off a Contempt. I'm going to go ahead and play Scrap Heap Scrounger. or sorry, swing with Scrap Heap Scrounger and play my Hazoret. This allows me to keep up enough mana to at least burn one of the spells next turn. Hopefully we'll hit a land. If we do hit an untapped land, we can burn 2 spells and swing. Or we can burn a spell and then like just toss the other one with Hazoret. Either way, we're... Oh, come on, dude. Come on. Alright, well... We've got a Rhonas to eat out of the graveyard, and we're going to try to do that at the end of turn here. Alright, so... We go black... Eat said Rhonas. Bring back for lethal. Alright, so we got lethal in a couple ways here. Alright, so he's got a Gear Hulk. Unfortunately, that land was tapped. If it had been untapped, I would have been able to Harness Lightning my own dude to avoid this. I still might. So, if he Vraska's Contempts this, he gains 2 life. If I Harness Lightning it, I gain 1 energy. The next one can burn for 6, and I can do both. Yeah, sure. Why not? He won't gain the life. So that happens. Now we let this happen. He takes 3. He typed laugh out loud. Moment of Craving. That bought some time for him. That definitely bought some time. Unfortunately here, the best we can do is play a Scrap Heap eating a Scrap Heap out of the graveyard. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. We get an Aether Hub. Swing, see what he has. Another Moment of Craving. Good job, opponent. I tell you. I am highly impressed at Blue-Black Control's ability to stabilize, while we have an amazing ability to just draw land. We've got no creatures in the graveyard. We can't bring Scrappy back. We're dead. Like, at this point, the game is over unless something major happens. And this ain't it. Just ain't it. Yeah, get your salt shakers out, guys. I'm on tilt. I'm not playing that land. I do have to be careful about how many land I keep in hand, but yeah, we'll probably never cast anything again. I love the salt shaker emoji. I really do. It's so appropriate for Magic. It's like, oh, I'm on tilt. You get salty, you know, like. I mean, we had him there. I'm pretty sure we were making, you know, the better plays that we could make. There might have been a line in there somewhere where I just goofed up hardcore, but maybe not. I don't know. I am going to try to get this out and see if we can see if we can have it killed. There goes our Hazoret, right? The opponent's playing our stuff now. Wonder what he got. Got our Chandra. Fatal push. Okay. I mean, he's got... He may not attack here. I'm going to turn off my yields. The Scarab God. I'm going to allow it. We'll move to instep. I'm going to... I probably should have done this beforehand, but now he tries to eat it. He did not. Just swinging here. We'll go Blossoming Defense. And see if he wants to try to bring back Torrential Gearhulk here. No, he did not. Alright. He did not bring back the Torrential Gearhulk. I can't believe that. Alright, so does he spend his mana one more time here? Maybe I shouldn't have swung. Well, he's got a Torrential Gearhulk that he can bring back if I go to actually cast a spell. So we're not as smooth as you guys think we are. Like, we can't just fire this off. Matter of fact, he shouldn't have let me fire off my Scrap Heap Scrounger last turn, but he did. Sure. Like, I'm still waiting on him to fire this off. Does he go for my Scrappy, or... He's going for his Torrential Gearhulk. Alright, so Gearhulk's back. Gearhulk's gonna pull Glimmer. Alright, well, I hate to do it now, but I am. Plus, we're at the beginning of my end step, which is exactly where I want to do it. So that buys us one turn. One turn to make something happen. We need Rhonas. Rhonas off the top might actually just win the game. Oh, man. He's going to clock. We've got 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. Come on, Rhonas off the top. This is it. This is everything. Rhonas off the top wins the game. I think. I mean, he's got 6 cards in hand. It probably doesn't win the game. Well, I doubt Chandra's going to get me there. But we're going to find out. If Chandra flips up a Rhonas, I'm going to be so upset. No, he just goes, another Gear Hulk, and you're not getting a Chandra. Oh, Control. You're so funny, Control. Ah, come on. Where were you, Rhonas? We were so close. We need him to swing. Oh, no, never mind. It just doesn't matter anymore. He's got all the cards in the world. I mean, blue-black Control sitting on 6 cards over here. Oh, he's got our Scrap Heap Scrounger. Right? Because that's cool. Well, that's a game. Can we go back? Can we draw a card? Hub, Blossoming Defense. Rhonas was 4 cards down. Yeah. I mean, we had some stuff coming, but, you know, that's all it was. Man, blue-black Control. Ouch. Right? Like, man, that kind of hurt. Oh, well, you know, it is what it is, right? Alright, so how's the deck run so far, right? Like, what do you guys think about the deck? Yeah, Lost Legacy would have been nice, too. So we played against the green-white aggro deck, and then we played blue-black Control, right? That's all we've played? Alright, so we got to get one more in here, right? We got somebody waiting. Let's jump into this. Benikaska. Try the flings. Try the flings. Maybe fling is good. Good game, man. Off to bed for you. Well, take care, Razor. I hate that we couldn't take down that blue-black Control there, but you know, we'll get him next time. Yeah, I just don't know where I would bring fling in. Like, maybe fling in the sideboard against those removal spells, but wouldn't I just want more Blossoming Defense? I mean, sacrificing my dude is not where I really want to go, so this is a pretty good hand. This makes it also decent, so I'm going to leave that on top. This means we get to start out with a Rootbound Crag, and we're okay with that. Oh, wow, is this against red deck? Are we going to get that test right now? Right now? Right here? In the moment? Razor Axis, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it, sir. As always, you know, gotta help us kill those stream bosses. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. All right, well, Kenra getting in there. I think we gotta take our licks and just get down our Heart of Kirin and go for the race. So next turn, we are going to play the Rhonas. Crew with Rhonas, and or not crew. Yeah, I might just not crew. Buy me a whole turn. I mean, if he has an Abrade, I'm in some serious trouble, but if I don't crew here, I get to eat something on his turn and stop some damage. It may cost me my Heart of Kirin, but that's where we're at. I guess I could have played the Voltaic Brawler, but I'm worried that it might have like been able to be killed, and then I would have won a crew in response to them trying to kill it. And then from there, I would have already been crewed, and he could have just exerted the On-Crop Crasher. So... Alright, well, we're going for it. Probably going to lose a Heart of Kirin here, but we're going to try to eat that On-Crop Crasher. Really? I mean, you... Wow. Okay, so it took 5 points of damage for us. That's pretty good. That's pretty decent. I 100% think we run the same playback. If he was that worried about, you know, yeah, we run it back. I mean, if he spent 5 points of damage on that hard, then we'll try again. They counter fleeing, you lose a creature and a spell. The sacrifice is an additional cost. Yes, as an additional cost to cast fleeing, you sacrifice a creature. So, yeah, I mean, it's a little sketchy. We kill on crop, right? Alright, well. Dire Fleet Daredevil. Yeah, so we get to protect Heart here. So Heart lives through that. Hearts of Karen have stopped 8 points of burn. That burn could have easily just killed us. Wow, this comes in tap. Guys, if you're gonna fix anything with this deck, fix that mana base. What's up, J-Dub? Snuck in on me, man. I think that the mana base needs more cycle lands. I really do. Let's get this Voltaic Brawler in here. And again, I'm just going to pass here. It seems kind of funny that we're fighting against red deck here, but yet we cannot afford to take any more damage. He's got this Scavenger Ground, so Scrap Heap Scrounger is not going to be that great for us, but you beat Merfolk with a Colossus deck earlier today. Are you serious? So the Colossus deck's working? Like you've got it like somewhat working? No heartburn today. You're clever, Cushy. You're clever. Alright, well, let's see what happens. He's turning things sideways. Alright, well, we're gonna crew. You have your braid. I'm going to block here. Block here. Alright, well, that's a start. Does he have a burn spell to finish this off? Nope, just like Hazoret or something? A Chandra. Yeah, that'll do the job. Alright, so he downticks Chandra here. We got a land. Still coming in tap, by the way. Gotta get those cycle lands, guys. So we kill Chandra and hit him. Yeah. That's all we can do. Or we could just kill Chandra and leave up a blocker, or we could kill Chandra and then like play two things. I think I want to kill Chandra and play two things. I know I want to finish him off, but I also want the Chandra dead, and I want to get some bodies out. We're gonna say no because we don't. It's not necessary here. He's got 0 cards in hand. Chandra's at 1. We're gonna throw up a blocker, not our most ideal blocker. We don't want to block with this, but if we have to, we will. And then, of course, we'll play the Scrap Heap Scrounger. And pass turn. So we're looking at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're looking at 15 damage coming at him next turn. What is 6 mana? What do you have, opponent? Earth Shaker Kenra. We are going to be at 1. What have I done? What have I done? Alright. Well, we can't draw a card here. So we're going to say no. Alright, well, we're pretty much dead here, right? So it's time to... So that's 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. Two-turn clock, opponent. You gotta pull a piece of burn off the top. Scrounger only? No way, James. No way. No way. Had to put him on that two-turn clock. I want this over. It's over. There you go. Had to take enough of his life out that if he passed the turn, that it would just be over. Whew. Yeah, oh, he had so many outs. I'm not denying the fact that he had a ton of outs, but he did not get them. All right, so I want Deathgorge Scavenger because I think that card's really good here in this matchup. Aether Sphere Harvester, like this is the matchup for Aether Sphere Harvester. Blossoming Defense is fairly good. This guy definitely, he plays a strategy where he is the one burning things. Scrap Heap Scrounger is not where I want to be. It cannot block, so it's definitely not where I want to be. Even though it's good at a few other things, it's just, that's not exactly what I'm hoping for here. But yeah. And we had 1 life, man. We were still so alive. We still had a point of life. That's all that matters. 1 point. We got to get rid of this. Woo, thank God we have a good hand as far as that goes. We don't have any creatures, so we're probably just gonna die hardcore here. Oh wow, thank you. Yeah, we're gonna leave that on top. It's gonna come out just perfect in this curve. We just hope he doesn't come out too hasty. Looks like it though. Jeez. Just a flesh wound, right? We're not at 0. We're still breathing. We're still deadly. We're still, if we've got a life point, we're still deadly, guys. We're still deadly. Like, I kind of think I want to just, like, throw down this Aether Sphere Harvester. Man, getting Aether Spears down is going to be so good. I mean, this ain't horrible. We're only taking a couple of turns here. Glint Sleeve's really bad right now. We'll go ahead and play the Blooming Marsh just in case we draw another one. We won't get punished. Because now that we got our cycle land, like all of our check lands are going to come in untapped. Like the cycling lands are extremely important, guys. 1 is not 0. I love it when we get close like that, right? Like, and that's the thing about red deck that just, it'll drive you insane. Thank you, Core Light. Been a while, buddy. How you doing? Good to see you. You're gonna need some sources, James. What? I'm gonna cite your sources. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? All right. Well, so we go Rhonas and make him start killing hearts. Here we go, opponent. Heart time. Let's do it. Heart time, full time, all the time, heart time. And then next turn our hearts are Aether Sphere Harvesters. Yeah, that'll work. I'm going to attempt. Like, he may beat me here. Look at him, abrade it. Abrade it. Oh, opponent. We take 5. We go to 8. That's brutal. Alright, so we got a Sheltered Thicket that I think I want to play. Yep, I'm going to play the Sheltered Thicket, and then I'm going to play Aether Sphere Harvester. Now, Aether Sphere is really, really good for us here. This is the beauty of Jund Gods. You can get a God on the battlefield, and then that thing can just kind of ride there. Earthshaker Kenra. Alright, well, he definitely needs to pick how he's swinging in here, because I'm going to be trying to, you know, gain some life, eat a creature. Alright, so we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, so we can just knock off 3 of that. And we're going to take 1, 2, 3. So we're going to take 3 here, go to 5. Ooh, that's brutal. He may not be as willing to swing with some of these. So we know he wants to eat this. Take 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we go take it, take it, take it, eat it, gain life, we actually only take 2. Alright, well. Oh my goodness. I went right past the point of no return there. I just gave this game away. Yeah. I gave the game away. I was supposed to block a Kenra instead of a Bomat Courier so he couldn't sack it and I'd gain the life. Yeah, I just accidentally clicked to move on into blocks. Yeah. Yeah, that happened. My bad, fellas. My bad. I'm going to run it back. Yeah, that was a punt for sure. Well, I was sitting there waiting to do it, and I was letting the triggers resolve, and I probably shouldn't have even worried about letting the triggers resolve. Punt, 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 punt. Ah, you're right, you're right. And when I punt, it makes me just a little bit salty. I love the new emojis. So I'm so proud we've got emojis. Like, that's awesome. Thank you guys for sponsoring the channel. You know, we're only 2 sponsors away from getting a couple more. Nub! Ah, Joe, you got me. Yeah, I know. I sat there and talked about it and still did it, right? What a nub. So far, I think the salt is my favorite one. It's even got a Cyborg MTG salt shaker, like, emblem on the side of it. It's kind of upside down. You'd have to turn the salt shaker over to see it, but, you know. So far, the salt's my favorite one. I get awful tilted from time to time. I'm an overzealous winner, and, you know, I'm keeping this. I'm an overzealous winner, and then when I lose, I get very pissed off. What is it called? Sore loser? Yeah. Overzealous winner and a sore loser. Can't help it, you know. I want to win all the time. All the things, all the time is what I want. Alright, well, this is pretty good for us. I would like to hit one more land, but I'm definitely just starting out with a Heart of Kieran again. He's going to be like, really? I don't know, maybe we should start out with a Voltaic Brawler and say, here. Might be even willing to trade it with some stuff. Come on, land. Give me another land. Ooh, that's actually really good. We're going to have an awesome follow-up. Again, maybe getting out the Heart of Kirin was the better answer, but at this point I'm actually trying to race the opponent. Sweet. We've got to get rid of this bow mat. And that bow mat. Fanatical Firebrand. Well, the bow mat's tapped out, so... Wow, he still didn't swing. I can't believe he didn't swing. Paulo and... Paulo. We're just going to go with Paulo, alright? What's up, Paulo? Thank you. Alright, so he could have swung here. I couldn't block because the Fanatical Firebrand would have held me back. So, that's a thing. Really? Really? Undo. So I'm going to spray this. And then I'm going to swing. And we're going to say yes. So he's just going to take 4 here, I think. Yeah, we're stuck on land, but it happens. He's got 3 cards in hand. We've got the worst case scenario here. So I think I'm gonna do it with the trigger on the stack, so it'll go ahead and exile a card. Sweet! It happened. I'm going to move to combat and see if he wants to trade both Fanatical Firebrands for my Voltaic Brawler. So, the way the energy thing works, the moment I pay for it, he gets it. So, it's a trigger that says, this is on the stack. Pay for it, yes or no. And once you pay for it, he can't respond to it. So, I'm just going to click OK. We'll see if he wants to kill right here. If he says no, it works like harness lighting. So, bam. It's just before he gets a priority, it's instantly too big for him to kill. I'm just going to play this Heart of Kirin here. Again, if he has a, you know, something. I don't know. There's a Hazoret. That can get in. He's going for it. He's going to hit me for 7. Oh, the opponent went all the way. I mean, he's technically winning this race. Land off the top would be great. I'm going to gain a little bit of life here. Crew. We're going to say done, and then we're going to hit him for 7. Race in red deck, right? Push can kill Karizev. You're right. Push can kill Karizev. What's the relevance there? So, at this point, if he swings at me, he's dead. Like, he cannot swing with everything. Anything that produced energy off the top would be really good. Like, Aether Hub off the top would be phenomenal. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, Aether Hub off the top would be the greatest card we could pull. Oh, it would be so good. Alright, so the opponent's at a real conundrum right here. Like, he's got 1 card in hand. He can actually do 9 points of damage as is, and then the other 2 points of damage could come, you know, next turn. So as he drew, he would be able to do the other 4 points. So he could do 2 from, like, just tapping these guys and then throw a card at me. But he would have to throw this turn's card and next turn's card. So again, Aether Hub off the top. Best out, I believe. I think Aether Hub off the top is. It's not a hub, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Alright, so if he throws this card at me, I go to 6. He shoots 2 things, I go to 4. He throws another card. Alright, so now the Phoenix means that one of these Fanatical Firebrands really needs to be redirected to our Phoenix token. Or the elemental token that we'll get from the Phoenix. So at this point, he's definitely wanting to throw this, take us to 6, and then take us to 4. But we're gonna leave back a bunch of blockers, so that's gonna kind of throw off his combat math. So he's going to have to do this damage via burn base. So if he's got to, burn us with like harness lightnings and shocks and things like that, then that has to happen. But he might be able to get there. But again, we're going to put him on a clock, and we have 2 blockers, and I'm willing to get rid of the Heart of Kirin if I have to, but right, we can block with Phoenix, and I 100% expect to. Blocking with Phoenix means that he'll want to go ahead and use one of the Fanatical Firebrands to kill the the thing, the dude. What's up? All right, Lee Penrose, sir, I have to ask. What is your meaning with "I am the Kramer of Magic"? I know who Kramer is from Seinfeld. He was the guy who slid into the door. But what is your meaning? What? I don't know whether to be offended or not. I am the Kramer of Magic. I'm curious how it goes. Oh wow. Did he just shoot himself? Okay, so he was shooting my Death Gorge Scavenger. And now he's going to throw a card at me. He did not throw a card? Oh my goodness. Hi, Remo's wife. Got you up on the big screen, making my wife watch the stream. She doesn't believe I can talk to the person live streaming. What's her name, Ramo's? What's your name, Miss Ramo's wife? Yeah, you. This is the modern age of television and things like that. Now it's no longer a one-sided communication; it's two-way. So I'm just happy I'm the guy on your TV. That still blows my mind. I promise you, ma'am. I am just as blown away by this as you are. Alright, so I'm still wondering why I am Kramer. Only thing that comes to mind is Kramer saying, "Oh, I get by," when asked what he does for a living. Oh, wow, alright. Right? I don't know, I get by. I don't think that's me. I don't know. Kramer just, he makes things. I don't know. Because Kramer borrows everything from Jerry. Dev is Jerry because you borrow his decks, plus Kramer always seems to bumble into a win. Now I'm highly insulted. 90% of decks are borrowed from someone else. Yeah. Wow. I'm sorry, Lee. I don't think I want you as part of my community. That's... So first off, I asked before I ever did this, and the fact that I bumble into my wins, that's brutal, dude. Wow. I mean, there's not even criticism in there. Wow. There's no criticism. That was just mean. maybe you need to watch some more of my games, Lee. Like, if you think that I bumble into things, like I'm bumbling into this win right here, right? Just bumbled into that one. Yeah. Oh, I know he's lovable. No, you're not kidding. You've been calling me Kramer for a long time, to the point where I had to ask. Wow. So I even got a shout out. Like, the whole point of me borrowing... Wow, borrowing. No, I play them. No one else plays them. So I played them. The fact that someone could own a 75 still bothers me. Man. You totally killed my mojo, Lee. This was horrible. I'm done. Hope y'all like the deck. We worked really hard on this deck, but it won 2 out of 3. So it looks like we bumbled into a couple victories there, and you know, we just kind of like pulled cards, like we threw them up in the air, and it just so happens that these cards landed into a pile, right? Like, we didn't put any hard work into this. We didn't theory craft behind why each and every card should be in the deck. We did none of that. We just bam! I do not bumble through life. Guys, up until about 5 minutes ago, I was having a lot of fun. Triggered. Ha! You ever seen a Marine Corps infantryman get upset? You're not going to see it on this stream either. Because control. Wow. You know, we can't make everyone happy. I hope you guys did enjoy the gameplay. I've got a lot more content coming for you guys, though. So, oh yeah, let's crank it. Let's crank it. I had a lot of fun with this deck, though. Jund is really powerful. Like, we had some crazy lines that just required a lot. I mean, like, you know what? I can't even think. Wow, I can't believe I let Lee get under my skin like that. The guy whose picture is Barney Fife. You know, that's right. Fighting with my subscribers. All right. What do I think about the deck overall? Like, would I make any changes to the deck? I might cut a Heart of Kieran. 3 Heart of Kierans, because sounds like it might be where we want to be. That'll free up yet another slot. That slot would probably either be best served as another Magma Spray. By no means would I actually remove the Blossoming Defense or any of the other kill spells. I really like what we got going on here. Maybe just the Heart of Kieran. Over in the sideboard, though, or over in the land base, one of these Dragon Skull Summits have got to come out for another Canyon Slough, and that is mainly because, like, I just really want that on the beginning, because that is what allows the rest of your turns to come in untapped, and it's very, very important, because, you know, when Phoenix is good, and he's real good on turn 3 if you can ramp into it. It's real good on turn 4. But every turn after that you have to wait to be able to throw that into your curve, that's much slower. Like, that brings the value of that card down just a little bit. So either way, you know, you're good, Lee. It was that whole little spat right there was fun. Like, it allowed me to be someone else for a minute, right? And that alone was pretty good. You're good, Lee. It's over. It's done, right? I'll let you know that I don't like being called Kramer, though. Not now that you put that context behind it. Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? Oh, I'd love to point out the things that have been borrowed from me. I'm done. I am so done. We're done. This is it. The deck's really, really sweet. I did like the deck. Unlicensed Disintegration was great. We got to show that we could fight the Scarab God, but we don't really have the answers we need to fight the Scarab God. Courtney Gray's like, 2 more, Eric. Please, give me 2 more games. I need 2 more with this deck. I'm sorry, guys. It's just a normal night. We're not going to do a league here. I do have something. Wait a minute. Tonight's Thursday, right? Is this Thursday? It is Thursday. I was about to promise some content tomorrow, and we're not doing it. I do not have content coming out for tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm actually recording my Dinosaurs League so that you guys can see dinosaurs, vampires, and I would rather be called Goober by you. They're Barney Fife. Who was the guy who always slept in the jail? Right? Who would come in and he would just like put himself in the jailhouse and like just close the door behind him. Right? Right, no nicknames. My name's Eric, Sideboard MTG. And I am no longer the anything of Magic. I am the guy who plays Magic on YouTube. There you go. Yeah. You should develop a new... Wow. Wow. The drunk... Yeah, who is he? Who is that guy from Mayberry? Jeez. Andy Griffith Show. Wow. See what you've done to me. I knew James from Down Under. James, I still want your last name to be like... Do I offend you if I call you James from Down Under? By the way, just asking. But yeah, I knew James would be all about the dino thing. James Clugston, I think is how you say his name. James actually, it was him that I started building the dinosaurs deck for. I'm still running on this list. It's a Teamer Dinosaurs list. We're running with some Sweltering Suns and stuff. I'll give you guys a quick look at it here. I'm not going to go over the deck, but there's some tools in here. Deck's a lot of fun. Got a lot of things going on. Got some answers. We currently got, you know, like magma spray and stuff in the sideboard, but you know, it could come in. A lot of really good answers here in the sideboard. Crook of Condemnation, just a great card. I'm not 100% on the second Nissa in the sideboard. I'm probably going to drop one of these Nissas and come up with something else, maybe even another Crook, just because I really like the Crook. I mean, you kill Phoenixes, things like that, and then like pay 1, eat it with a Crook, but yeah, it works. Either way, guys, yeah, that's it. Hey, Ray, what's up, Ray93? How you doing, fella? Yo, mama. What's the blue for? For the only thing that you need blue for. Counter spells out of the sideboard. We got a couple. We got Negate and Admiral's Orders. James has been trying to get me on Admiral's Orders for a while. He said that you just really need it against Settle the Wreckage. So, yeah, I'm game for it. We'll give it a shot. Either way, this is what I'm going to be recording for you guys. I'll be recording it tomorrow, and I'm gonna be playing that. I've already got one league, the deck tech and the league recorded for you guys. We did pretty good, not as well as I would have hoped, but you know, I've got some stuff. And let's see, if I jump over here and go down to, I did nothing. Did absolutely nothing. Did that do anything? That did nothing either. Nope, that's Jund Gods. Wow. All right. But I've already done my Grixis deck, my Grixis mid-range, so you guys will be able to see that next week as well. While I'm moving, there'll be a lot of content coming out for you guys. So plan on having, you know, every day there's going to be a deck tech and then a league with that deck coming out for you guys. So so I'll have at least 4 leagues coming out for you guys next week while I'm on the move. So, or sorry, week after next. Either way, I'm going to keep doing my thing. I know that you keep coming around, but there was a lot of things about Kramer that I just didn't really like. And the one thing that bothers me is to be thought of as a bum. Yeah. I don't think that yeah, I don't want to be thought of as a bum. So, all right, guys, I'm done. I am absolutely done. We'll catch you next time. Stick around for the credits. We got some people that subscribed, sponsored, all of that. SD, thank you very much. Everyone else. Will there be a Patreon games this Saturday? Yes, there will, but it will also be pre-recorded. Miss Tannis, sorry you had to see me get ugly. I didn't. Can't please everybody, Miss Tannis. Did I say that right? Tannis? Either way. Miss Ramo. Either way, guys, I had a lot of fun. I hope you had fun. We'll see you next time. Sideboard MTG. P.S. No one has to watch anything. No one is being forced to watch anything.